Yeah, so for some reason I don't have a date on this. I guess I forgot to put the date, but next one we have is Captain Marvel 2, which will be directed by Nia DaCosta, a black woman, which is dope. November 11th, 2020 is the date. And this movie will feature two characters who have names that Captain Marvel once had. The woman who in comics was the first person to be Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers. As we mentioned before, Monica Rambeau, she'll be in this movie as well. And Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, will also be in this movie. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, not much we know about it yet. It's coming out.
Adam Warlock, cross our fingers.
Actually, I'm going to save the next two for last. We're going to go straight to Moon Knight. Also don't have
super hype for Moon Knight.
Everything after this doesn't have a date. So Moon Knight doesn't have a date. Excited. She-Hulk is bringing back Abomination and the same actor as well from The Incredible Hulk, which I mean, I'm interested to see if they're gonna do with like they did with the Hulk and change his look to look more like he does in the comics, like how he looks more like a what's that monster called? Like the creature from the Black Lagoon, like how he looks more like a he has those like fins on his ears and stuff like that, and he's kind of like a bit scaly. I wonder if they're gonna.
Abomination really always had in the MCU. He always had a pretty comic accurate look, but there were things on him that they just didn't include. So I'm real curious to see if they do that.
I'm almost sure they're gonna redesign him. I'm just wondering what he's gonna look like. Either way, I think he'll probably look cool. Yeah, so he's gonna be in She-Hulk, which is dope. They're making an Ironheart show, which is Riri Williams, young black girl who makes her own Iron Man armor essentially. And speaking of Iron Man, we have Armor Wars, James Rhodes led series,
Interested to see this. I've never been a War Machine fan, but I'm interested to see how this goes.
This is going to be about how Tony's tech falls into the wrong hands. And he has to, deal with the fallout. We have Blade, of course, Mahershala Ali playing Blade. I'm excited to see Blade again because, Blade low-key started this Marvel stuff. he low-key started the Marvel movies, and I'm excited to see Blade as a character come back. We have, actually, I'm gonna save this for last. I'm gonna go with Secret Invasion first. Nick Fury is gonna be one of the.
I'm hyped for Secret Invasion.
I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with it because they're not bad guys in this universe, so they wouldn't have really a reason to. So I wonder what they're gonna do. Like Nick Fury is getting them to invade other people for his goals, or will there be a traitor in their midst that betrays them?
What I'm thinking is that the Skrulls weren't bad from what we saw, but that was just then. That was back then. That was in like the 90s, and now Talos and his wife, and they had a child, right? I think it's been a while since I've seen Captain Marvel.
Yeah, okay.
They were good, but they don't speak for the whole Skrulls.
You're right.
So like we have good Skrulls, and we have good Skrulls in the comics too. They just try to like blend in with society. They're like, we're not them. We're not like our culture, but there are like it's still very possible there are bad Skrulls, and I'm very interested to see if that's what they go.